Namaste everyone. Good evening. Your Excellency, Honorable Lord, Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, and dear friends. It is my honor and privilege on behalf of Sardar Patel Memorial Society UK to warmly welcome you all this evening as we gather to celebrate Rashtriya Ekta Divas, marking the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai. I would like to begin by expressing our sincere thanks to the High Commission of India, and it would be difficult without their continued support and partnership. Their encouragement has always supported our efforts to keep Sardar Patel's vision alive here in the UK. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, was a leader of extraordinary vision and resolve. His message of unity, strength, and service to the nation continues to guide and inspire people across generations. For me personally, Sardar Patel's life is not just a part of history, it is a lasting source of inspiration. His courage, simplicity, and devotion to the idea of united India remind us that we come together. When we come together, there is nothing like any challenges or any dreams that cannot be achieved if we all work towards unity. The Sardar Patel Memorial Society in UK is proud to carry forward this legacy. Through our work, we aim to engage communities and inspire younger generations with the values of unity, service, and integrity that Sardar Patel stands for. As we look ahead, I am delighted to share some of our forthcoming initiatives for the coming year. We are starting off in January with the delegation to the unity in India. So if anybody wants to join us in the delegation in January, please contact some of our members to get more information. We are also having a unity walk and a run in June 2026. That will mark the day when Sardar Patel was given the title as Sardar. And the other initiative is in August 2026, where we will have the installation of Sardar Patel bust in Leicester, creating a lasting reminder of his contribution to India's unity. As we mark this special day, let us remember Sardar Patel's timeless message. And we know there are so many different messages, but I'll quote one, that our greatest strength lies in standing together in harmony and mutual respect. I know that many people continue to learn and discover more about Sardar Patel, and for our distinguished speakers this evening, we will have the opportunity to reflect more deeply on his remarkable life and work. Thank you once again to the High Commission of India for their continued collaboration, and to all of you for joining us this evening to celebrate the life and legacy of a truly great leader. Jai Hind.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a historic event. I want you to reflect back that it was his work to unite 562 or 63 or 65 princely states. It is so difficult for anyone to part with their properties, especially when the properties have been in their family for centuries. But his job was to show them a bigger picture. And I'm so grateful to this gentleman because he is the catalyst of starting a revival of the Sanatani civilization. When we were not united, we suffered the onslaught of invasion because we were all scattered, fragmented, one by one. For hundreds of years, they tried to destroy a civilization which was miles ahead of its time. And today, that revival is being witnessed by everyone. We have landed on Mars, we have landed on the moon, we have aircraft carriers, we have supersonic planes, Tejas, we have so many achievements. medical, IT, you name it, film industry, it is all possible because India is united. If India was united, do you think China would have given us peace? Pakistan would have given us peace? This is why unity of India is not a choice, it's a necessity for us to progress. You have an example of Pakistan in front of you. Two countries, 1947. These great leaders gave us a constitution. That is why India is going from strength to strength. It is a magic, a miracle, that the most diverse population lives in India in perfect harmony, working together for common cause that is to progress. I don't have much time, but I will give you a little bit about UK-India relationship, which Sardar Patel had it very dearly. First of all, they used the British model to give us a constitution. Rule of law at the heart of our governance. He also studied in the United Kingdom in Middle Temple. I was privileged to have a bust of Sardar Patel in Middle Temple about maybe 7-8 years ago, when my dear friend Dominic Green was the Attorney General. So we got, because this gentleman's life story is remarkable, how he used to walk to Middle Temple to study. Very special story, you must look up. These are the architects of our future, because they put the right foundation for us to build a building which is becoming the enemy of the world. We were known as Sone ki Chiriya, and those days were not far when we will once again be the most prosperous country. We're already number 4 economy. We're growing at the rate of 8%, 10%. Vande Bharat road program, Prime Minister Modi ji has brought the galaxy of stars to help him in the government. So finally, I'd like to say thank you to the High Commission. He is a great leader for us to have, who is leading us from the front, is motivating us, is facilitating us. Whatever we ask, the team under Deepak Chaudhary and now Sardar Karthik Pandey has just joined from Seychelles. Welcome to this place. You see the power of the vibrant diaspora, the most respected diaspora in the world.
It is a real honour to be here. Your Excellency, thank you so much to you and your team for organising such an auspicious event, and I'm hugely grateful to Lord Rami Ranger and to all in the Sardar Patel Memorial Society UK, and all of you for being here on this very special occasion. It is, I think, a sign of our unity together and our sense of shared values that we are here for this very special Rashtriya Ekta Divas celebration, and in recognition and in memory of the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Patel. And to share a few words about him. Some people in history bring a unique and rare ability to tackle insurmountable challenges. People who will be faced with challenges that no one predicted or expected. And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, without doubt, was one of those people. He was someone who walked into a room with divided leaders and left with a united country. He truly, at a time of great tension, of great uncertainty, of great division, was someone who became the glue that held India together. And his contributions, his decisions, his wisdom, his thoughtfulness, his courage, at that time of his leadership, the being Deputy Prime Minister of India, were instrumental in shaping the India then that has now become modern India today.
I'm also personally grateful because he played an enormous role at the time of partition, where both sides of my family were refugees. And he played a crucial role in supporting those who were refugees, but also in doing all he could to bring peace and to restore order. Sardar Patel's ties to the United Kingdom are equally significant. We can imagine him in 1910, a young man arriving in London, determined against the odds to become a barrister, and leaving 3 years later with the dream of a free India, standing tall on the global stage as an equal partner. That was an incredible vision for a young man to have. A young man to then commit his life to the achievement of that vision. Sometimes I wonder what Sardar Patel would make of the UK-India partnership today. A partnership that I very much hope and believe that he would be proud of, to see a long partnership built on values that he held dear, of mutual respect, of shared values, of unity, of a belief in democracy, and of a commitment to shared prosperity for all. And it is a partnership that continues to grow each year. And this year, our country signed a landmark trade agreement, a major step forward by our Prime Ministers that reflects our economic partnership, but also our sense of commitment to each other's growth, prosperity, and well-being. It is also a deal that reflects Patel's vision of self-reliance, ambition, and collaboration. And it's one that will create new opportunities for businesses, communities, and innovations across both nations. A partnership that gives hope to our next generations of their role and their vision and their ambition for a greater Britain and a greater India and a greater partnership between our nations. And it was a matter of great pride that just a few weeks ago, our Prime Ministers stood together in Mumbai, celebrating the ties that bind our people and the ties that bind our economies. As a Minister for Indo-Pacific, I'm also proud to represent the United Kingdom at such an exciting time for UK-India relations. Because India is not just a global leader. It is a close friend, it is a strategic partner, and it is a country that for all of us has given us so much in terms of our history and our heritage. Our partnership is often described as a living bridge. And tonight's celebration and the marking of the contribution of Sardar Patel is a perfect example of that bridge in action. A bridge that he was fundamental in building, and a road that he paved for us to continue to walk on. And that's why I'm also very pleased to be hoping to visit next month Bangalore and Chennai on my first visit to India as Minister for Indonesia. Two vibrant cities that also showcase India's dynamism and innovation. I also want to, before I finish, commend the Sardar Patel Memorial Society UK for its tireless work in preserving Sardar Patel's legacy. We have seen that in the speeches of Krishna and also Lord Rani Ranger, but also in the presence and advocacy and support of you all. And it is wonderful, Sibu, to have you here, with all that you have given over so many decades, with supporting so much history and heritage and keeping that alive through your commitment to making sure that news and communications remain strong within the Indian community in the United Kingdom, but also between India and Britain and indeed diaspora communities across the world. And we're always very grateful to Virendra Sharma, a great friend, and I still say colleague, and a great mentor to me. And it is, I think, my gratefulness to all of you that we do stand on the shoulders of giants, of those who have come before us, those who have been part of shaping not just the India as it has become, a strong and unified country that is standing tall in the world, a leader in the world, but also the confidence and the strength of our diaspora communities across India and 35 million indeed across the world. And with the Memorial Society in the UK since 1986, seeing the spirit of Sardar Patel be kept alive. The work collectively of all of you matters, because it reminds us that unity and culture go hand in hand. So I want to thank you all for being part of this meeting, and also for inviting me to be part of this meeting. It is an honour to celebrate the life of Sardar and to reflect on the confidence and the identity of the nation that India now is, growing as a global economy and leading the way of so many nations. And to also celebrate the enduring friendship between our countries. I look forward to continuing to work together to build a shared future full of hope, ambition, respect and opportunity for all of our people. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and of course a very special word for our friends from the Sardar Patel Memorial Society UK who are here with us today. We have the opportunity to recall, I think, and Ravi has made that point, Sardar Patel's contribution to the unification of India. That is, of course, the physical knitting together of what frankly would have looked like Swiss cheese had it not been for it. A nation that is pulled together, connecting us across our various linguistic, religious, ethnic, and other areas of difference, and creating a unified nation. But it isn't just the physical knitting together of a nation, hard as that was, and difficult as it is for us to imagine. There is also the fact that he emphasized the fact that unity of a nation isn't merely in its physical sense. It's also the unity of spirit and purpose of the people. And that is something which makes it a story that is not just an Indian story. After all, it isn't, we're celebrating this man and this event in the United Kingdom, not just because all of you are people of Indian origin, all of us are people of Indian origin, but also because he lived and studied here, not just because of that connection, but because the idea of unity, the idea of unity among peoples is a common theme in all democracies. Because the point of democracy is essentially to bring together that which is different. You essentially agree to share, you agree to compromise, you agree, in short, to live together. Not to tolerate each other. The word tolerance makes it sound as if you can just about understand each other, but to live in the spirit of inclusion. And that is fundamentally democratic value, but it is also something that I believe we have strongly in common between our two countries. It is certainly part of the Indian tradition. The idea that we respect the differences between us. We respect the divinity that lies within us, and we treat each other, therefore, as people imbued with the same sense of the quest for a better life and a better future, but most of all, in the quest for harmony and salvation. If that is the case, then Sardar Patel's contribution is exactly that. His quotations, and you heard one of them from Krishnaji just now, essentially emphasize the fact of cultural and social unity. And again, you might think that, fine, that was alright to say, but what was the specific point of that? Remember again, this was immediately after something that over millennia we would never have imagined could have happened, which was a violent and painful partition, in which literally hundreds of thousands of people, in fact many million people, eventually were forced to flee on either side of what became a new border, both ways across the border. His point about unity was exactly that. It did not matter how you prayed, to whom you prayed, what you ate, and how you dressed. What mattered was your sense of being part of a larger entity, which was a common nation. A nation that we all believe had space for all of us. And that is that sense of unity that I think was his greatest contribution. The lasting contribution from knitting India together physically, of course, it is, and the credit goes to him for that. But I think his message was, as he repeatedly said, the unity of all Indians. And for me, and for us, the High Commission, there is a reason why we say this High Commission is for everyone who is of Indian descent and for every citizen of India. Never mind who you are, how you dress, and what your origin story is. Because there isn't an India without Indians in it, and every Indian of whatever persuasion is ours. For us, that is the most important thing. And we learn that lesson from Sardar Patel. So, for me, that is an important value for Indians. I'm sure it is an important value for all of you as diaspora. You all live together with everybody else in every part of this country. And the lesson that I think we can offer, or at least the learning that we can share here, is that a country like the United Kingdom, and say so as they say on the tin, is a United Kingdom, is united because it has everybody living in it in harmony. And we as Indians can offer exactly that opportunity to show that everything that we do here, our festivals, whether it is Diwali, which is just past us, which is Guru Purab, which is coming up next week, whether it is Eid or Christmas, all of this is ours. And we share this equally, not just with those who pray the same as we do, but with everyone. And we do that, we are then essentially displaying who we are, what we believe in, what we have learned, and how we add value to this country. So unity for me, ladies and gentlemen, is yes, the unity of India, yes, the unity of our peoples in India, but also the larger unity that we can offer as people who are willing to share and seeking to share everything that is good with each other, no matter who they are in this country and how they got here, whether it is a few hundred years ago or maybe a few thousand years ago during the Roman invasion. It is, in other words, a sense of community that we all belong together. Thank you very much.
This evening we've come together to celebrate National Unity Day, but also honor those who inspire unity and service. It is once again my great pleasure to invite the High Commissioner, Vikram sir, to please come forward and present the Unity Award to the Honorable Minister, Siva Narendra.